Hey, Mrparka here to review the new one from Midnight Releasing. There'll be a release date up top when it's coming out. But this is Blood Punch. I saw the trailer for this one. It looked pretty cool. So I popped it in and I realized that very shortly it was kind of like Resolution in the plot. They're kind of all these different, they're in this cabin and there's kind of all these, you know, reliving or seeing the possible future scenarios. But this one is a little different. It's like Groundhog's Day meets Resolution, but it's definitely more lighthearted than Resolution. I guess the comedy is more over the top than Resolution. You know, the comedy from Resolution comes from the characters' interaction and their past, not necessarily, you know, something that is just funny, but it's just they're funny people, their interactions, or one of the characters is. But this one actually has a zany quality to it, I'd say. Essentially what we have here is these couple. Milton is in like a drug rehab, a forced rehab, and he meets this girl named Skylar, and what happens is they end up breaking out, and she wants him to make him a bunch of crystal meth. They go to this cabin with this lunatic named Russell, who's a police officer, and he's completely insane. He's a lot of fun. All the characters seem to be having a lot of fun. All the actors, I mean, and actresses, they seem to be doing these really cool kind of over-the-top characters, and I kind of really enjoy them, to be honest. They're likable characters, and what happens is through a series of events, this is not really spoils the whole plot, Russell gets killed, and they end up waking up the next day, and it keeps happening and happening and happening again. And they also do a little bit of peyote, forced drugs and stuff, so you don't know necessarily if it's a hallucination, and they play tricks on that and things like that. And of course Milton's fallen for Skylar, and Russell was with Skylar, so it's this kind of weird love triangle, but it has a really funny comedy element to it. I'm trying to think of something like Cottage Country, if it's kind of in that vein, kind of like a little dark but also funny at the same time. But yeah, it is an hour and 45 minutes long, which is pushing it for an independent movie, and especially that kind of plot, that loop around. But you know, it's maybe you're getting kind of in their head like this is still going on, and there's a couple curveballs and twists in here. But yeah, I actually enjoyed the movie, and the ending's actually pretty cool as well. But like I said, the funny ways they end up killing Russell, like they have to kill him every day, and it's just really comical. They have a lot of fun with that. But I think the runtime is a little too long, and the curveballs they do throw are cool as well. The only problem I could see people is losing a little bit of interest in the middle, maybe dipping out. But yeah, the movie is it's a fairly fun movie actually, and I enjoyed it, and you know, a lot different from Resolution. So it's kind of similar, but it's also very different in its way. But yeah, this is a low-budget horror movie that has fun with itself and has some pretty well thought-out characters, I think. Yeah, the movie also has, the DVD has a bunch of deleted scenes that were interesting and test footage and things like that. So if you have seen the movie, the DVD's a pretty good release, and if you haven't, I say give it a rental or at least check it out. You guys may dig it. It's called Blood Punch. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mrparka. Have a good one.
So they tell me you're really smart, Milton. Chemical engineering degree, something like that?
Something like that?
I need to find someone who can cook high-grade crank, and I need to find them fast. One day, and one day only. That's it. You're set for life.
But you know what I can't handle? What I absolutely cannot risk is you falling in love with her.
Russell is dangerous. A pure 100% psychopath. I'll never get away from him. Not alive, anyway. Well, we've now killed my psychotic ex-boyfriend 3 times, and it would appear that he won't stay dead.
Is the universe giving us a cosmic test, or am I just going crazy? Look, I told you, we did this all yesterday.
Can't go on like this, Milton. Something has to be done. Well, there must be 10,000 different ways to kill somebody in this place. Let's just try every single one of them and see what happens.
No, there has to be another way.
You can't reason with him. He's a psychopathic maniac.
I think you're right. Came here and they spilled blood. That's what triggers it. That's what starts this whole cycle.
Only one of us is gonna walk out of here with that meth.
Russell isn't smart enough to find a way out of this place. But you are.
You kill me, or I kill you.
Let's just say I'll see you in hell and leave it at that.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you in hell. Or maybe I'll see you tomorrow.